Ginny Gilder arrived at Yale in 1975 as a fighter in the classroom.
Probably my favorite academic memory at Yale was freshman year. I was taking English 29 with James Wynn, and I had started Yale young. I had skipped my last year of high school, and for some unknown reason, even though I was put into English 15, I pushed to get into a harder level. And so, of course, my first papers came back, and they were terrible. I remember getting C minuses, and I went to Jim Wynn to find out what I was doing wrong, and he was so great to me, and he was really one of the people who really helped me start to figure out how to write, and that is one of my best memories from Yale.
She took that spirit to the Housatonic River and the boathouse in Derby, and along with her teammates made a mark on women's athletics at Yale that would last for decades.
My freshman year, the captain of the women's crew was a woman named Chris Ernst, and probably the most important lesson I learned at Yale happened March of my freshman year when Chris Ernst, the captain, decided that we were going to stage a protest because the women's crew had no facilities, no locker room and shower facilities at the boathouse. And I was one of 19 women who went into the head of women's athletics office and stripped really for showers. And this was the first time I had ever experienced any kind of limited access to opportunity, and seeing the difference that we made, seeing how the university really got galvanized was quite instructive. And that was probably the moment when I became an advocate for generating access to opportunity.
After showing the university what they were made of, Gilder's teams went on to win the Eastern Sprints in her junior year and the national championship in her senior year. Gilder's prowess on the water did not end when she graduated from Yale. She was named to the United States team, which boycotted the 1980 Moscow Olympic Games and won a silver medal at the Los Angeles Olympics in 1984. The famous Yale cruise trip and her rowing success set the tone for her professional life.
My lessons from participating in the strip-in my freshman year really have taken me through almost everything I've done professionally in life, starting with the first organization I started in the early 1990s when I started Washington Works, focused on helping women on public assistance obtain and keep high-quality jobs. I think what's always been the driving force in my life is where can I make a difference? Specifically, where can I make a difference with generating opportunity for women and young people?
Today, she is CEO of the Gilder Family Investment Office and president of one of her family's philanthropic entities, the Starfish Group, whose mission is to champion the underdog, individuals who face steeper odds in creating a sustainable life for themselves. In addition, Gilder is the managing member of Force 10 Enterprises, which owns the WNBA's Seattle Storm franchise. Karen Bryant, the former president and CEO of the Seattle Storm, has a great deal of respect for how Gilder has helped lead the organization.
Ginny often probably doesn't think of herself as a leader, but those of us that have been around her, are around her, know that she is absolutely that and more. Again, she is someone that leads with her heart. She puts people at the center of how she conducts herself and how she lives her life. She's really smart. She is relentless in her commitment to success. Probably most importantly, she is so dedicated to utilizing all of the resources she has access to, her own talent, the talents and resources of those around her, to make a difference in the world. She cares so deeply about making a difference and leaving a legacy that is marked by positive impact.
All of her accomplishments would not be possible without the guidance of a special person.
My father's always been very important to me. He's the reason I went to Yale. I was in Branford College because he was in Branford College. He has always encouraged me to follow my dreams, even though he didn't always like the dreams that I chose. And he set a high bar in some ways, but more he inspired me to set my own high bar. And he always was really focused on dream big and figure out how to do it.
Together, they championed the effort to make a state-of-the-art boathouse for all 3 crew programs a reality in 2002, when Gilder Boathouse was dedicated. Gilder's Yale freshman English experience came full circle in 2015 when she published her memoir, Course Correction. Now she is a distinguished recipient of the George H.W. Bush Lifetime of Leadership Award, and Gilder is still putting others first.
I have to say I was incredibly surprised when I got the phone call telling me I'd been awarded this honor. And the way I interpret it is it's really an honor to the Yale crew, especially the Yale women's crew, which is probably the place that I learned the most about myself and how I could make a difference in the world. And the Yale crews, I think at Yale, are a model for how men and women's teams can work together to create a future for the program. So I feel like I'm accepting this on behalf of the entire crew program.